Ladies and gentlemen, now available via my ProWrestlingTees.com online shop, Get Off My TV. The perfect shirt you could be wearing every Monday night when we see the likes of Kane, The Big Show, Ryback, and among many others that we just can't stand to see on Monday nights. I now bring to you and available for purchase this weekend, starting today. Get Off My TV, man. ProWrestlingTees.com/offthescript, $19.99. Get your new merchandise and support Off the Script today. Once again, that's ProWrestlingTees.com/offthescript. What is going on, guys? JD from New York here. This one goes out to Horse 60. This is number 99, part number 2 of the number 1 fucking source right here on YouTube.com for everything WWE. This is Off the Script, the number 1 fucking podcast in your subscription boxes right here on YouTube.com, man. Horse 60, I got your package in the mail, and here it is, man. Thank you very much, brother. I certainly appreciate it. Everybody, go sub to Horse 60 if you want JD inspired like commentaries, bro, with someone who's gonna fucking tell you like it is and hold absolutely no fucking punches whatsoever. Horse 60 is your man. Go and subscribe to him. He's a huge promoter of what I do and what Joe does on his side of things. And he got me this hat, man. Great. And I'm happy to represent the 82nd Airborne, man. Thank you very much, brother. Greatly appreciate it. What an episode of Off the Script yesterday, man. Holy shit, you guys were fucking on fire, and you're continuing to make this reality, man. I don't say the number 1 fucking source on YouTube.com for no reason. You guys are certainly making that ring true. Fucking Off the Script, over 700 likes right out of the gate for part 1. Hopefully you guys can do the same thing today for part 2, because what we're going to discuss is we're going to discuss the Bullet Club, AJ Styles, Doc Gallows, and Karl Anderson. What does WWE do with all 3 individuals? What would I do to bring all 3 of these individuals into the WWE, and where do they go? What is the latest news on all 3 of these men, plus Nakamura coming to the WWE? I got the full scoop on all the latest information regarding all 4 of these New Japan Pro Wrestling superstars, or I should say at this moment former. Nakamura is still over there. He is the IWGP Intercontinental Champion. So we're going to discuss everything regarding the Bullet Club as well as Nakamura coming to the WWE, man. It's going to be an episode you don't want to miss. I gave you my WrestleMania 32 card with the breaking news of John Cena and his shoulder injury, torn rotator cuff. He's going to be out 6 to 9 months. What does WWE do as far as WrestleMania 32 goes, and how are plans going to be altered? I discussed that in part 1. If you missed it, link is down below in the description. Please go and check that out. Follow me on Twitter, as always, JD from NY206. If you guys want to interact with me, tweet along with me. Ask me anything you want. I know I can't get to everybody. My Twitter blows up every time I do anything WWE related, but I will try my best. If you guys want to know what I'm thinking, when I'm thinking it, Twitter is the best place to be. at JD from NY206. And yes, if you guys want to go support the show, you can always use the PayPal link down below. And I'm hearing and I'm seeing people starting to get their first orders of the Get Off My TV hashtag t-shirt with the silhouette of the Big Show, man. My official ProWrestlingTees.com online shop. You guys are now the first ones who have ordered the shirt are now starting to get your shirts, man. The hashtag Get Off My TV t-shirt, $19.99, a great way to support the show. They ship internationally, everywhere in the United States and abroad, $19.99, all different sizes for anybody, big and small. Great t-shirt. I seen it firsthand. They are absolutely fucking gorgeous. Mine is going to be on its way here to my home in the next week, and I'm going to be representing it very, very proudly right here on Off the Script. So if you guys want to go do that, that's ProWrestlingTees.com/offthescript. Great fucking t-shirt. Thank you guys so much who have ordered your Get Off My TV t-shirts so far. Now, let's get into the news, guys. The Bullet Club. This is a major story going around. WWE, you know, we were all upset with how WWE entered 2016 with the same old bullshit Monday Night Raw. We had the announcement of Roman Reigns defending the WWE Championship inside the Royal Rumble match. More than likely, he will be number 1. I gave you my reasoning behind who should be number 2, all that in episode 1. But during Monday Night Raw, there was something going around the internet that had stated AJ Styles is on his way to the WWE, and he's not coming alone. The rumor mill picked up a huge story during Raw that AJ Styles, Shinsuke Nakamura, Doc Gallows, and Karl Anderson have all left New Japan Pro Wrestling and gave their notices after Wrestle Kingdom 10 last week. The latest details being reported from the Wrestling Observer radio show. This is Dave Meltzer. That all 4 men have not signed with the WWE as of this report, but all are expected to do so once their commitments to all other wrestling promotions are finished. It's also being reported that WWE is bringing in AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura for big, and the word big is in bold, big money. It's very unlikely that WWE is not going to use them in NXT. Those within WWE are expecting they'll likely work a few matches in NXT to get their feet wet with the WWE style, but they'll be on the main roster almost immediately. The wheels have already begun turning for New Japan Pro Wrestling because the Bullet Club recently turned on AJ Styles in his last scheduled appearance for the company. Kenny Omega has been established as the new leader of the group, and he defeated Nakamura in a tag match. The belief is that this will set up Omega versus Nakamura for the IWGP Intercontinental Championship, which Omega will win, and Nakamura will be free to go to WWE after that is over. There is no official word on Doc Gallows and Karl Anderson as of this writing, but an update is going to come very, very soon. As noted, AJ Styles, Doc Gallows, Karl Anderson, and Shinsuke Nakamura informed New Japan Pro Wrestling officials at Wrestle Kingdom 10 after the event that they have been approached by WWE and are leaving the promotion for World Wrestling Entertainment. The 4 men have not signed WWE contracts as of yet, but are expected to do so once all their commitments to other wrestling promotions are finished and complete. In an update to follow the first report, Dave Meltzer mentioned on the latest edition of the Wrestling Observer radio show that WWE is bringing in Styles and Nakamura for big money, so it's unlikely WWE to use them in NXT. The belief is that they will be brought up to the main roster right away, work a few matches in NXT to get used to the WWE style, and then be brought to the main roster. Also, New Japan Pro Wrestling did an angle at Tuesday's Korakuen Hall in Tokyo, Japan that saw the Bullet Club turn on Styles. This was Styles' last scheduled appearance for the company. Kenny Omega, who is the new leader of the group, beat Nakamura in a tag match, setting up a future title match. I presume, this is Dave Meltzer speaking, that Nakamura will end up dropping the title to Omega. Several readers sent word that AJ Styles is now following Triple H on Twitter. In a report to follow that one, Tokyo Sports is reporting that New Japan Pro Wrestling Intercontinental Champion Shinsuke Nakamura will be finishing up with New Japan Pro Wrestling at the end of January. as noted on Monday. Nakamura told New Japan Pro Wrestling officials that he would be leaving for WWE, but he would still wrestle a few more dates. He is expected to drop the title very soon. He is in a feud with Kenny Omega, so it looks like Omega will be the one to defeat Nakamura for the title. New Japan Pro Wrestling has yet to make a statement on the report, but WWE has already posted a teaser on their website for Nakamura, AJ Styles, Doc Gallows, and Karl Anderson. This means that he would likely be available for WrestleMania. I couldn't think of a better match for WrestleMania than Shinsuke Nakamura versus Daniel Bryan. Several months ago, yes, this has been reported. Shinsuke Nakamura versus Daniel Bryan. Several months ago, Bryan pitched the idea to WWE to have him face Nakamura during WWE's tour of Japan, but the company declined Daniel Bryan. Since John Cena is on the shelf with an injury, it will be interesting to see if the company changes their stance on Daniel Bryan, because there is a desperate need now for star power on TV and for WrestleMania in Dallas. Shinsuke Nakamura versus Daniel Bryan isn't such a bad idea, and if WWE doctors clear him to return to action, then that dream match could finally happen. That's a lot to digest, people. That's a lot to digest. I'm going to come out and say this immediately, and I have no shame in admitting this because I am not one with a lot of free time. I work an in-real-life job, and part of that is sheer laziness as well. I haven't watched New Japan Pro Wrestling at all. I dabbled in Wrestle Kingdom 9 last year. I watched, some of you actually posted the Nakamura versus AJ Styles match on my Twitter from Wrestle Kingdom this year that happened last week. I watched bits and pieces of it. I got to really sit down with a cold beer and watch it in full. I wish I had American announcing behind it, and the Japanese announcing kind of gets to me while watching it, but I'm going to try and sit down at some point tonight and watch that. But I understand how big of a signing this is, and I understand the magnitude of the talent that is coming over from New Japan Pro Wrestling. I am not familiar with Nakamura. I know he is one hard-hitting motherfucker. I am familiar with AJ Styles. I am familiar with Doc Gallows, and I am not familiar with Karl Anderson. So it's 50-50 on who I know and who I don't know. All I know, and this is where it's going to become interesting, and this is where a lot of differing opinions come into play. I would not, under any circumstances, and this is coming from me, someone who loves wrestling, someone who loves the WWE, if I was World Wrestling Entertainment, I would absolutely, under no circumstances, would I debut AJ Styles at the Royal Rumble. It is not needed, it is unnecessary, and it will not have the impact that it would have if you debuted him at a later date, a more important date. Okay? If you're going to put AJ Styles in the Royal Rumble, it will devalue his debut. Because the Royal Rumble, as we see it right now, is going to be built around Roman Reigns and Triple H and Brock Lesnar. You don't want AJ Styles going into a match that he's not going to be a spotlight in. You don't want AJ Styles going into the Royal Rumble match that he's obviously not going to win. Why would you do that to AJ Styles? AJ Styles, if you put him in the Royal Rumble, is not going to have an impressive showing. There's no way you are going to outshine a Brock Lesnar, a Chris Jericho, a Roman Reigns, a Triple H, a possible Rock appearance. You do not want, if you're paying him big money, like Dave Meltzer is stating, you don't want him in the Royal Rumble match because it will devalue the debut. Now, a lot of people are saying that AJ Styles in the WWE ring on a WWE roster is not meant for world championships. I don't give a shit what anybody says about AJ Styles and him being a world champion and him being 38. Why are you bringing him over? Why are you paying him big money, according to Dave Meltzer, if you don't have this grand scheme for this debut? What I would do, and this is where it gets interesting, and this may be a complete fantasy situation, but it's very, very likely, and I wish someone in Connecticut would fucking listen. I have no power here. I'm giving you my thoughts that I think of day in and day out when it comes to WWE every time I sit behind this microphone. WWE does not need any of these men to debut before WrestleMania. They will get swallowed up in everything regarding a Lesnar, a Triple H, a Roman Reigns, and anything else they got going on. Let WrestleMania happen. These men will not play a factor and should not be a factor in WrestleMania. You want to debut AJ Styles, Doc Gallows, and Karl Anderson. I don't know what they do with Nakamura. Nakamura is like the fucking odd man out here. I don't know what WWE does with him. Now, if you want to involve him with the business of these three men, I don't know. That's up to WWE. I don't know where he would fit in, but I'm talking about mainly Styles, Gallows, and Anderson. You debut them on Monday Night Raw following WrestleMania. This is the ideal situation. This is the ideal spot. The Bullet Club and New Japan Pro Wrestling, according to Jim Ross, New Japan Pro Wrestling is the best in-ring product in the world today. The Bullet Club has been one of the best stables in the world. They've been one stable that's garnered the attention of every stable in the world of professional wrestling. Probably the biggest stable in professional wrestling right now, just by what they've done in New Japan Pro Wrestling. What you want to do, if WWE actually signed these men, this needs to be, and I'm not saying it needs to be exact, I'm not saying it needs to be an exact ripoff, but WWE in 2016 needs to make this NWO type big. I'm not saying the AJ Styles is going to mimic a Hulk Hogan. I'm not saying a Doc Gallows and a Karl Anderson are going to be a Scott Hall and a Kevin Nash. There's no way these three men can ever be what they were back when the NWO first took shape at Bash at the Beach. I'm not saying that. But this needs to be NWO type big if you want to debut these guys in the WWE. You don't want to put these guys in the Royal Rumble. You don't want to put these guys anywhere on the road to WrestleMania because they will not get the attention that they deserve, especially if you're paying big money for these guys. How do you debut them? Daniel Bryan wins. Actually, you know what? I wouldn't even say he wins. If I was WWE, and going back to yesterday's video, I would have Daniel Bryan and Kevin Owens battle it out at WrestleMania for the Intercontinental Championship. Kevin Owens would beat Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania in some cheap fashion. He would cheat to win because Kevin Owens is the best heel on the roster. And he will get away with a sly tactic at WrestleMania that gives him the win after a breathtaking match. Daniel Bryan gets the rematch at Monday Night Raw. In the main event, you could put it in the main event, you could put it at the top of the 10 o'clock hour, you could put it at the top of the 9 o'clock hour, somewhere where eyes will be watching. If you want to do it early, do it early. If you want it to be the main event, do it in the main event. Daniel Bryan gets a rematch on Monday Night Raw against Kevin Owens for the Intercontinental Championship. Now, this is got to be, with Daniel Bryan back in the company. If WWE brings Daniel Bryan back, I'm merely talking out my ass here, but this is what I would do. Bryan, to me, needs to be back. Daniel Bryan wins the Intercontinental Championship on Monday Night Raw. Out comes, after he wins, out comes hooded assailants with fucking masks, skull masks, whatever you want to fucking dress these guys in, okay? They brutally, and I mean fucking Nexus type brutal, where the Nexus destroyed John Cena when they came to Monday Night Raw. When they came and destroyed the entire ringside area. Announce table, choking out Justin Roberts type deal I'm talking about. This entire ringside area needs to be fucking demolished. Karl Anderson and Doc Gallows come out, hooded assailants. Brutally attack Daniel Bryan after he wins the Intercontinental Championship. Now you're probably wondering, JD, why a Daniel Bryan and not a Roman Reigns? You start with the Daniel Bryan because Daniel Bryan is beloved by all. To have Daniel Bryan back on Monday Night Raw is going to generate so much buzz that everyone's going to be up in arms and fucking absolutely thrilled to see this man. I'm getting chills just talking about this right now. Daniel Bryan wins. He's brutally fucking attacked by Doc Gallows and Karl Anderson, who are under masks, and they lay waste to Daniel Bryan. and I mean lay waste. Out comes AJ Styles on the ramp wearing a mask. Nobody knows who he is. The crowd, the smart crowd's going to know who he is. But he comes out and he reveals the fucking mask. He takes the mask off, reveals himself. AJ Styles is in WWE. After blood has been shed in the ring, not literally. After Doc Gallows and Karl Anderson just completely lay waste to Daniel Bryan. They remove their mask and everybody's like, who are these men? What have they done? Why did Daniel Bryan receive such brutal punishment by the hands of these three hooded assailants? And what do they want with the WWE? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what they want. They are here. Roman Reigns is in the main event. You can have him come out. You can have him come out and have him be brutally attacked by these hooded assailants. Well, I don't know if they're going to be named the Bullet Club, whatever the case may be. You know? But they could come out later in the show and do a similar attack to Roman Reigns, unexpectedly. You know? But that's how I would debut them. Now, what do they want? I don't know what they want. But they're there. And they're there for a hostile takeover from Japan over to the United States. They conquered Japan. Now they're going to conquer WWE. And they're starting with the top, the number one babyface, the return of Daniel Bryan. AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan could go on to battle for the Intercontinental Championship and give us 5-star legendary gems, if that's the route WWE wanted to go. Doc Gallows and Karl Anderson could overtake the tag team division like that and lay waste to everybody while capturing the tag team championships in the process. AJ Styles, after a valiant effort, would capture the Intercontinental Championship from Daniel Bryan. And right away, we have the Bullet Club with the Intercontinental Championship and the Tag Team Championship in their possession. What's next? You go for Roman Reigns. You go for Roman Reigns. And then you build with AJ Styles and Roman Reigns leading up throughout the rest of the year. And you have this hostile takeover. And this is where WWE Creative comes into play to keep this thing interesting. When will they strike next? How will they strike next? Who will they strike next? Roman Reigns, being that he beats Triple H at WrestleMania for the WWE Championship, is fucking scared. Is absolutely fucking scared. Okay? And this goes on through the rest of the year. Then, towards the end of the year, Roman Reigns, on his fucking last breath, he can't take it anymore. What does he do? He's going to be a babyface. WWE wants him to be babyface? Fine. Fine. He recruits Dean Ambrose. And he recruits a returning Seth Rollins. A reformed Shield versus the Bullet Club. I just booked you WWE for the rest of the fucking year. And then after that, the Shield will overcome the Bullet Club. They will not get the WWE Championship. A valiant effort that, you know, the Bullet Club reigned supreme over WWE all year. That led AJ Styles to a title match with Roman Reigns, and he couldn't get it done because of Roman Reigns going out there and saying, you know what, we need to reform the family. Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins, boom, boom. And then at that point, you can end this feud and then turn Seth Rollins again from face upon return to a heel, whatever you want to do, man. But that's what I would do. That's what I would do. I don't know about you guys, but I think that idea is absolutely fucking brilliant. You want to make the Bullet Club and you want to make these guys into stars on the WWE roster, you go right for the fucking jugular, bro. You don't put him in a Royal Rumble and have him be in there and absolutely of no importance. You don't do that. That's a terrible idea, and if I see that happening, yes, the inner kid in me is going to be like, holy shit, AJ Styles is here, but the logical part of me is going to be like, they fucked up. They could have had this mean so much more if they just fucking waited. Wait! You don't need him now. He's hurt. He's got bulging discs in his back. I'm sure he's fucking battered and bruised after the match he went into with Nakamura. He fucking got to be carried out. Seriously. The one thing I did see in the match were the fucking knees that Nakamura gave AJ Styles towards the end of that match. How any human being can stand up after what I seen in that match towards the end, I don't know. But obviously you don't want to debut him too soon. He's got nagging injuries. Let him take care of it. Let him take care of it. WrestleMania. The Monday Night Raw after WrestleMania is when you debut these guys as a unit. And if you're going to bring them to the main roster, that is how you do it. That is where you do it. I don't think they're going to NXT. If Dave Meltzer said that WWE paid big money for these guys, I think they'll be on the main roster. I don't know. And if you put them down in NXT, obviously they're going to be associated in some way, shape, or form with Finn Balor. So I don't know how you do that, but I only gave thought to the main roster because all I've been hearing is that they're shooting right up to the main roster. I don't know. That's what I would do, though. Let me know what you guys think about that scenario. That's how I'd do it. That's how I'd book it. I don't know, WWE. Are you ready to give me a fucking job? Seriously. I'm working for free right now, bro. You can access this video on this channel, on this website, and have free information fall right into your fucking lap. What are you waiting for? I come at a cheap cost. I live 20 minutes away. Just get me Dunkin' Donuts every morning, bro, and I'll be happy to work for you. Seriously. JD for creative. Hashtag it. Boom. I don't know what else to say. Moving on. That's the news on the Bullet Club coming to WWE. What else do I got here, man? Is anything else of importance right now after I just talked about this? Seriously. I got news on Dana Brooke. If I can find it. There we go. Dana Brooke recently has been sidelined with a shoulder injury that has been featured on the last few episodes of Breaking Ground over the last few months. Brooke has been competing alongside Emma in a feud with Asuka. She was defeated by Asuka at NXT TakeOver Respect, but the feud has continued into 2016. Dana Brooke's 2015 was quite good. She has improved in the ring a lot, and she's been a solid heel for NXT that has only been made stronger by her partnership with Emma, who I think both are doing a fabulous job. And watching Breaking Ground really makes you appreciate someone like Dana Brooke, who I seen her first without watching Breaking Ground, and I was totally annoyed by Dana Brooke and her character and her look and her being green in the ring. But after watching Breaking Ground, I am on the side of Dana Brooke. I like what she does. I like her look, and I think she's going to come a long way and be a major, major piece of the women's division, not only in NXT, but in WWE. Same thing with Emma. I think Emma is doing an amazing job in NXT, and you know, what WWE did with Emma, is pairing her with Santino and the whole bubbly shit that she was doing, didn't work. Evil Emma. Fucking unbelievable, man. Emma can go in the ring, and the match that she had with Asuka at TakeOver London was phenomenal. So I'm enjoying what these two women are doing down at NXT. The only thing Dana is in need of is a few quality wins to give her character some more momentum. However, something unfortunate has happened as Brooke's private life has leaked into her professional life. This week, some nude photos of Dana have leaked from more than one source. I will not link them here. You guys can go and find them yourself. The source of the photos has been tied back to ringsidenews.com. There you go. The private pictures exposing Brooke's body leaked online from a specific Twitter account that specializes in erotic photos of wrestlers. Her face is entirely visible in one of the photos, and the other leaked photo exposes much of her body. Unfortunately, this is no doubt going to affect her career and position in NXT and WWE. There has been no word of punishment or reaction from WWE Brass about the photo leak as of this writing. I don't know what's going to happen, and it would be unfortunate that all the hard work that we've seen that Dana Brooke has gone through to get where she is ruined because of fucking people out there with no class and no morals who want to get a kick out of leaking private photos of a celebrity and a known star in WWE, an upcoming star in WWE, just to get a few laughs out of it and get their 15 minutes of fame. It's fucking sickening. Absolutely sickening that people have to meddle in the others' private lives and have this kind of thing happen. This is not Dana Brooke's fault. Whatever Dana Brooke does in her spare time is her spare time. If she wants to photograph herself fucking naked, let her photograph herself naked. She loves admiring her body. She's not a bad-looking woman. Seriously. She's not posing for Playboy. She wasn't in a porno. You know, this should have absolutely nothing to affect her career. This should not have any effect on her position and her career in NXT and WWE. This is her own private life, her own personal life. You can't blame what she did on some fucking asshole who's got to hack into accounts and fucking meddle in personal affairs of others. This is some degenerate who can't get a girlfriend for himself. He doesn't know the feeling of feeling a pair of tits. This is a degenerate lowlife living in his mother's basement who's fucking munching on Hot Pockets all day, man. This is a fucking loser. Seriously. And Dana Brooke should not be penalized for such acts. Okay? So hopefully nothing happens with Dana. If anything happens at all with her standing in WWE and NXT, I will definitely let you guys know here on Off the Script. But unfortunate circumstances right now for Dana Brooke. And like I said, if I hear anything, I will definitely let you guys know right here. What else do we got? What else do we got, man? Ryback is lost in the shuffle right now on WWE programming. That's to be expected since WWE hasn't booked him to be overly strong in since 2012. Good. He fucking sucks. Ryback's momentum isn't strong for many reasons. A lot of it has to do with booking, and a prime example of that was his Intercontinental Championship title reign. He was the guy who got the title after Daniel Bryan's injury, which was a mistake, and I don't know why they went with fucking Ryback. So it felt like a letdown following Daniel Bryan's win at WrestleMania. The belt didn't feel very important on his shoulder either, because he fucking sucks. But that part is on him and his character. When he dropped it to Kevin Owens, the belt didn't subtly gain great importance. At least Owens felt like a champion. Ryback is a performer that is strong enough to have a good spot, but he has not shown natural ability as a wrestler to elevate him to carrying the company and being a champion, especially a Intercontinental champion, at this point. As the Royal Rumble looms and WrestleMania is around the corner, Ryback has plans to change that perspective and is taking his pitch to Vince McMahon about what he'd like to be doing in Dallas this April. I do have an opponent in mind. I'm hopefully going to sit down with Vince McMahon in the next week or two before the Royal Rumble to discuss with him what I have in mind, and I have a very cool idea, a very innovative idea that I feel like the WWE Universe will be very receptive to from a storyline standpoint moving into WrestleMania. Nobody gives a fuck. Seriously, nobody cares. Nobody wants to see Ryback going into WrestleMania. I don't give a fuck what Ryback is doing. He at this point, put him in the fucking Battle Royal and shut the fuck up. Nobody cares. I don't want him in a high-profile match. I don't even want him on my TV. He is that fucking boring. He sucks. I don't give a shit how hard he's working in the ring. I don't care who likes Ryback out there. Ryback is fucking boring. There's a reason why I promote my t-shirts every time he comes out. Because he puts me to sleep. Get off my TV. That's all you need to know. Hopefully Vince McMahon fucking listens to him. Yeah. And goes on to go fucking jerk off Roman Reigns somewhere. I don't know. But whatever. Ryback's got this innovative idea at WrestleMania that he wants to be a part of. He wants to discuss it with Vince McMahon. Ooh. I'm sure nobody's going to give a fuck. Just like nobody gave a shit about your Intercontinental Championship reign. Christ almighty, man. Fucking boring. Absolutely fucking boring. And finally, guys, to end this week's edition of Part 2 of Off the Script number 99, the latest injury to John Cena will keep him will keep him out of action well past WrestleMania. In short term, Cena's injury caused WWE to alter their plans for the Royal Rumble pay-per-view, and who is challenging Alberto Del Rio for the United States Championship. Before his injury, Cena was scheduled to challenge Del Rio for the United States title a few weeks ago, and at the Royal Rumble, and he very well may have won that title back. On the USA Network debut of SmackDown, which I did not watch, and I'm hearing great things about Mauro Ranallo, Kalisto got a win over Del Rio in singles competition. Now that John Cena is on the shelf, WWE is using that win to catapult Kalisto into the United States Championship hunt. Over the next few weeks, the feud between Del Rio and Kalisto will get more attention and capitalize on the recent run of Kalisto. In November, I made a point right here on Off the Script that Kalisto should have defeated Alberto Del Rio in the WWE Championship tournament to set this title feud up, but WWE took the long and complicated way to get to the same feud. Regardless, WWE is giving Kalisto a solid run as a single star, and now is the time for him to capitalize on his opportunities. He's unlikely to win the U.S. title, but this is a step in the right direction for him on WWE TV. So it looks like we're getting a United States Championship match, being that John Cena is out between Kalisto and Del Rio at the Royal Rumble. Hopefully, Mauro Ranallo will be at the Royal Rumble calling the action, and Michael Cole will be far, far away from the arena, because I would love to see Ranallo be the voice of WWE, period, after what I've been hearing. I did catch some of the clips on WWE's YouTube page, and he sounds phenomenal. But this is a right move for Kalisto, especially with Sin Cara being out. Who knows how long he's going to be out with a separated shoulder. I know Wade Barrett was out with a separated shoulder, and it took him 4 or 5 months to get back. So I don't know how long it's going to take Sin Cara to get back. But if he's not back and he's going to be out half the year, this is the perfect opportunity for WWE to capitalize on Kalisto. I like Kalisto. I like what he brings to the table. They want someone to replace Rey Mysterio. He is that man. He is that good. So hopefully WWE doesn't, flounder on this and gives this guy a real shot to get over with the audience. Maybe they give him a run with the title. I don't know, man, but I like it, and I think Kalisto is very, very well deserving of this opportunity, and I think it's going to be a great move. I think it's going to be a great match. If they give him the time and they give these two a solid feud for the title, I think it's going to get Kalisto over slowly but surely, man. So that's going to be happening at the Royal Rumble. Thank you guys so much for part 2. Let me know what you're thinking down below in the comments section. 600 likes is the goal for this video, if not more. I greatly appreciate it, man. Thank you so much for watching me. Everything you guys need is in the description of this video. If you missed yesterday's video, go and check it out. If you missed my top 10 predictions for 2016, that is in the description. If you missed Out of Nowhere, the latest episode this past Wednesday with Joe Cronin and I, that is linked in the description. And as always, follow me on Twitter, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you guys go out and get your official Off the Script merchandise. ProWrestlingTees.com/Off the Script. This is JD. I'll be back with part 3. More news and rumors this weekend, man. Thank you so much for watching. Until Sunday, take care, and I'll see you guys on Sunday morning.